for Conneticut to try and fatten her up for this matchup, slow her down a little bit, because she wants that win.
Brian Agler exhorting his team to move the basketball, and you see it moving at a nice pace, and a lot of times ball movement does end up where they can move with a lot of speed.
Carson had 10 points in the opener against Minnesota after finishing last year with 13 straight games with 6 or fewer points.
Move faster than the defensive player movement, and so Essence Carson gets a clean look. She's the beneficiary of that.
That's one of the things Conneticut is trying to do offensively is get the ball back. You'll see John Cole Jones, one of their best players, is coming off the bench early in the season. This team is very good.
It's hooked in by Conneticut. They'll be open periodically all night. Catch, fire, hit for Chelsea Gray. And this game tied at 7. Essence Carson got her hands on it, but it pops back out to Thomas. The shovel inside, collected by Wood.
I will try to elicit as much of that as I can.
Nice fake from Thomas, but then poked from behind by Carson. 4-on-2 developing. Here is Beard over 2 defenders, puts it in.
Hey, stay composed and do what we do, and have a sense about what you're doing. Didn't like how scattered they were on the offensive end.
Yeah, well, it continues here, although in a Beard. Nneka with an answer.
Screen just a little bit, just a tad, and that's what Chiney did. Nneka popped it to the top of the key and got that open 3. Nice pass.
Alyssa Thomas gets free. Finishing each other's sentences. Donato inside as Chiney provides the block. Now will Nneka have one on this end? No. Strickland. Beard. 4 to shoot. Gray looking to massage to the free throw line. She does.
Her at Minnesota. That's who I'm going to if I'm Brian Agler.
Jasmine Thomas with the tray. Outstanding season last year. Set a WNBA record for most rebounds per game. That'll go down plus the foul. Final 45 seconds of this first quarter. Samuelson sets the screen, gets it back, pops, hits. I see you smiling, Rebecca.
You know how much I like it when Brian Agler talks about the tunnel. Because of her three-point ability. So what did we see last possession? She drained a deep one.
Carson hits the 3.
You're undersized. You also have to be slippery on the defensive end like Raquana Williams was on that steal. Because you have to fight around. You have to. Then shooting over her sister.
So long. Jonquil Jones had a monster season last year. And Conneticut
making good passes and moving the basketball. Nice in-out to get Bantam the open 3.
Agumake puts it in plus the foul.
Next thing for her is to become an elite level rim protector. Right now she's an elite level defensive rebounder. Getting her hands on the offensive board there, but he wants her to be an elite level rim protector as well.
And that's where it feels like Chiney has an advantage as she
I wouldn't say anything unexpected, Ryan, but one of the things I think that is cool about being in a huddle, it's 4 teams in the league, in the WNBA. You know, their next step is going to be winning games in the postseason. And, they lost their game last season against Phoenix, beat Minnesota or LA in a series leading into the finals. But Phoenix is obviously very talented as well. We'll see as it plays out.
The role that injuries could play in a season, because every game is so important when you're trying to get the double bye.
Nice dump off from Jones to Chiney.
It's the smaller one on her, and then exploit that.
Gray, deep heave, is good.
I don't know if it made her laugh, it made us laugh, so it was worth it.
No doubt. 4 to shoot. Gray fading away, puts it in.
Oh, I can't see. So you saw that she's going back to the locker room to get another contact lens in her eye.
Yeah.
Is her contact still intact from what you can tell, Kara?
Beautiful. You could hear Brian Agler reminding his team of that. Agumake jumps the roof. Racing up the floor, losing the handle, and it's stripped. Here comes Thomas with a shot clock turned off. Jones bodies in for the bucket in the pass.
guarded 2 different Connecticut Sun players and was able to draw the turnover.
Beard, 36 years old, is still so good on that end of the floor. Gray hits the 3. No call, and now it's Connecticut who has numbers. Alyssa Thomas finds the cutting Williams.
That's 3 times we haven't converted a layup, and then they've gotten one on the other end of the floor. And a couple in the first half and one right there, and those are just killers. Those are 4-point swings for teams.
Essence Carson having to replace an ink cartridge. I almost throw my printer out when I see that come up. How hard it is to box Cheney out. Here is Nneka as the sisters exchange buckets. Cheney came up with for Nneka goal model. Instead of role model, her goal model. As that love for one another and enjoyment in the competition between them. Cheney said she felt like her family might be rooting for her just because she's never beaten Nneka, so it's her turn. Carson can't finish. Nneka the rebound, bodying into Cheney and puts it in on.
Thumbs up!
Chelsea Gray was a member of the Connecticut Sun. And Rebecca, we can remember Chiney Ebumike being on our set as Sims lays it in. Acquiring Jonquil Jones in that draft.
Yeah, that was a trade that worked really well for both teams. And remember, Kara talked about it. Chelsea Gray had a lot of injuries in college, and when she was drafted as an injured player.
The printer's working over there, Rebecca.
Yeah, but the ink, it's still kind of like a gray color, so it's not completely right.
They didn't change the cartridge.
And I know their vision is excellent, because there's very few guards that make me do that in this league. There just are. Chelsea Gray is one of those guards where there are a couple times a game.
But at Kurt Miller's point, LA shot at 12 of 18 from the floor in that third quarter, but a nice start here.
A little bit of life for the Sun.
Gray threw it away. Bentley collects it. Here come the Sun. Do-do-do-do. Thomas hits the 3. Champions 4 times in the last 7 seasons. Gray lost it. Another turnover to start this 4th for LA. Bentley's jumper. No. Thomas thought about kicking it out. Instead, lays it in. Sims sees Williams leaking out, laying in, getting hit. There's the foul.
Did you say that because we just signed the UFC?
I think so. Hey, 2-point lead for the Sparks. Jones, catch, fire, 11 points, 6 rebounds for Alyssa Thomas. Sims speeds and banks it in. Sims wiggles, dishes, Nneka glides in, lost it, got it back, kicks it out. Sims' rainbow shot is good. She has 20.
Date on an injury report on the printer.
Oh, I'm glad you were there to fill in for Holly and let us know what was going on. Bentley hits the 3. 1-point game. Arena. Nneka. No. Thomas another board. Had her path thwarted. Got it back. Connecticut with numbers. Jones's 3. You got it.
No, he wasn't. There was an error made by one of her players in terms of running the play correctly, so he's not very happy.
And there was probably an error there in defense.
Ebumike with which side that they should be on.
Gray just trying to create something, can't. Carson, good effort on the glass, couldn't get to it. Here comes Williams, dashing ahead, the pull-up, it's good! But the Connecticut Sun have turned a 9-point deficit after 3 into an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Nice drawn-up play for Williams, who hits the 3 and don't go away yet.
That you know and that you're getting as a player, you're getting it from a different perspective here.
Samuelson loses it. Thomas collects it, lays it in. For the first time in Chiney Ebumike's career, she has defeated Big Sister as Kurt Miller's